still?
Handsome.
Handsome?
Handsome Chris.
Hang on. I thought you was gorgeous, Chris.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Handsome Chris this week then, because we are making Cornish pasties today. What are we making, Paul?
Cornish Pasties from Cornwall.
From where?
Cornwall.
Oh. Do you know how to tell the difference between a pasty from Cornwall and a pasty from Devon?
It's all to do with the crimping, dear.
It is all to do with the crimping. How is it all to do with the crimping then?
It's a top crimp if
For-
it's a Devonshire pasty,
Yeah.
and a side crimp for a Cornish pasty.
And what do you never, ever, ever put in a proper Cornish pasty?
Carrots.
That's right.
And peas.
If you ever put carrot in your pasties,
Please
guys,
don't.
you are not making a Cornish pasty.
You're making something.
And today we are doing a Cornish pasty. So,
Here we go.
are we ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Before we
You ready,
go, just before we start actually,
Handsome, you ready?
just a few facts about pasties.
Oh.
Back in August 2010, a group of Cornish pasty makers made a pasty that was 15 foot long.
Ooh.
It weighed 860 kilograms.
Ooh.
And in that pasty, it had 165 kilograms of beef.
They just chucked a cow in there.
80, well, I think they must have, Paul, yeah. 82 kilograms of swede, which was probably the whole field. 45 kilograms of potato, which is more than what we've managed to grow.
We've grown a few, but not that
Yeah.
many.
And 34 kilograms of onions, and I wouldn't have liked to be the person who prepared those, because I expect she needed more than just a spoon in her mouth to stop her from crying.
Mm-hmm. Spoon in your mouth.
Apparently, if you put a teaspoon in your mouth while you're peeling onions, it stops you from crying, apparently.
You're more worried about the pain in your teeth.
Well, yeah, we would do if you crunch down on the spoon. Anyway,
Right.
I digress. Let's get on and do these
Don't do all of
pasties.
these.
First of all, though, guys, as always, if you can't get to the tap to wash your hands,
Handsome
you
Chris.
need to have your hands wiped over, which is what I'm just doing with Handsome Chris today,
Because he's from Cornwall.
because he is from Cornwall.
They never pronounce the H though, do they?
Handsome.
Yeah.
Handsome.
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 From Cornwall.
He is from Cornwall.
He is.
He is a proper Cornish pasty. We're all Devonshire dumplings. He's a proper Cornish pasty.
He's a Nevian Kerno, son of Cornwall, aren't you, mate?
Right, so for your pasty, guys, what you will need is, I have just got here, I have got a 500 gram pack of just diced beef. Now, if you go to the butcher's, it's best to get skirt.
Oh, yeah, we've got a bit of skirt there.
Yes, well, we're not talking about your youth. So,
All my weekends.
what you get up to in your weekends is entirely up to you. So, we've made a start. We've made a start on chopping up our meat because it's got to be chopped up really small. So basically, again, you might need to get somebody to help you do this because it's got to be cut really small. Right, so what we're doing here is just cutting it up really small. And Paul is moaning at me because I'm using a fork. So
Well,
do you know what I'm going to do?
If you're a master baker, you've got to use your hands.
I'm going to pass it over to the master baker then
Thank you.
to do the meat himself, if that's what he wants to
I will
do.
finish it off for you, my lover. Because I know you,
Christopher, we will have something for you to do in a moment, my love, okay?
yeah, I know you don't like the
Right,
meat.
so while Paul is getting on and doing the meat, there is the bowl for the meat.
Thank you.
We need to peel a swede. Now, I know I've only got a diddy baby swede here,
That is a diddy baby.
but I had a job to buy the swede. So I'm just going to trim this down. Again, you might need help with doing this, guys. So what you need to do with your swede is, this needs to be cut up really small as well. Yes, Paul?
Did you not make a big pasty once?
Oh,
You did.
yes, I did.
Well,
Oh, yes, I forgot about that,
that
guys.
was my challenge, wasn't it, for you?
Yeah, I didn't quite make one as big as the one I told you about just now, but I did make one the size of Paul's boot,
Yes.
and he takes a size 11,
And it was lovely.
and we have got a photo of that pasty somewhere, so I'll link a picture of it in below and you'll be able to see that.
Yes, it was beautiful.
And
I
he
remember.
ate the lot.
I do like a pasty.
He did not leave a scrap.
Well, they are a Devonshire invention. You do know that the earliest recipe for pasty is.
I think you're going to get a lot of Cornish people complaining about that.
Well, they can complain, but they can't argue the history. The first recorded Cornish pasty recipe was in fact written in Devon.
Was it?
It was, but there you go.
Okay then, right, here's going to something to test your memory then.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, before I do, guys, you need to cut your Swede really small as well.
But to be quite honest with you, when you get down as far into West Cornwall as you can go, you cannot beat their pasties.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Well, other than ours, of course.
Get down to St. Just.
Anyway,
St.
do you
Burial
know
and
what they call
Praise people.
do you know what they call a pasty in Wales?
They call it food. No, I don't know what they call it in Wales.
In Wales,
What do they call it in Wales?
they call a pasty a Welsh oggy.
A Welsh oggy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I know the Cornish call it an oggy, but why do they Welsh call
They
it an
call it a
oggy?
Welsh oggy,
No.
and in a Welsh oggy,
Yeah,
they do like the Cornish do. They put meat,
yeah.
potato,
Well, they don't
Swede,
put carrot into them.
onion, but they always put leeks in as well.
Okay.
Yeah?
You have a leak in your pasty. I've had a leaky pasty before.
Well, that's because you have them too big. So,
Well,
Paul, have you finished cutting
I've
the
done
meat?
the meat. It's all there, ready and raring to go.
Right, you know what you need to do now.
Yeah, go and wash my hands.
Go on then.
Right.
We'll see you in a minute.
Yep, what is that?
Right, Christopher, there's going to be something for you to do now. Dad's going to give you a hand. You're going to do some of the potatoes.
Yeah.
And the potatoes we're using, guys, are from our garden. First time ever that we've grown them. Look how many we've got, look. Oh, look at these lovely ones. Look, can you see that? We grew them, didn't we, Chris?
Yeah.
This is what lockdown does to you. It makes you grow garden stuff.
No.
Yeah, this is what we done in lockdown. We grew. Well, let's move your red board and everything out the way.
Let's brew some spuds.
Alright, let's put all that out the way.
Is that all the potato you need, is it? For a minute?
No, we're going to need a couple more, but I'm going to need your ones
look, there's a
Christopher,
nice
just
big
in
one.
case any meat got on my hand.
Oh, look, there's a nice big potato there.
Right.
Hang on a
Anyway, this we've got something new on the table
minute.
today.
Oh, we have. Well, let me get this out of the way and then you can see what
On the table, we have got this wonderful workstation, which, now, the person that gave us the money for this doesn't want to be mentioned, so we'll just call her by her pet name, which is Lady Eva. And basically, Christopher done quite a lot of stuff for Lady Eva, which made her very proud and everything. So she gave us some money for this cause to buy some equipment for Christopher to make it a bit easier for him. So we bought this workstation, which is going to be fabulous in a minute, as you can see when Christopher's going to try and peel the potatoes.
Yeah.
But it's got a built-in grater with it. It's got a brush here which just lifts off, and that is for cleaning mushrooms and potatoes if they were all covered in mud, which ours aren't. And it's still got the same clip like ours had the other day, where we can put things in there for Christopher to chop. And also we've got one of these super duper angle knives for Christopher to try and use. Now, today will be the first time he's used this, so we'll see how he gets on with
Is
it.
all this stuff readily available?
It is. Now, there's this fabulous company called NRS Supplies. And I think it stands for Nottingham Rehab Supplies. I think that's what it stands for. But anyway, guys, look them up on the website. They have got all sorts of equipment there. I could have had a field day, to be honest with you. So, if there's ever any more Lady Evas out there, you know, that would like to give towards equipment, NRS is where to go. Anyway, so Christopher, what we're going to do is we're going to pop the potato on your spike,
Alright.
and then with Dad's help,
Oh.
it will help. It's on the right one.
Yeah.
With Dad's help, you know how to peel a potato, don't you? You've done this lots of times. So you're going to peel the potato down for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Well done, Chrissy.
So we're looking forward to working a lot with this workstation.
Yeah,
How are you getting on, Chris?
he's doing great.
The reason why everything has to be cut small, everyone, is because none of this is cooked before it goes in the pastry.
Oh right,
So-
it goes in raw.
It does, it all goes in raw.
Okay.
So it's all cut really, really small.
Yeah. You got it there, Chrissy. Well done, mate. Nan really used to make really, really good pasties, and one day she put her pasties into a pasty competition, and she put her pasties in, turned up at the venue, and they didn't have anybody to judge the competition.
this.
So, Nan winning judge competition and decided and awarded herself first. Not knowing that she'd awarded herself first
She
prize.
didn't know it was hers. I'm just chopping these up into little small pieces, just like we did with the Swede. And Christopher, I do believe Dad's just getting an onion ready for you to do, isn't he?
How would you like this here onion prepared?
No, again, it's got to be cut really small.
Right.
But
Oh yeah, that's great. Look at this. Look.
well done, Christopher. You're doing a grand job on that. Right, a few more pasty facts then.
Pasty fact?
Pasty is literally just the name of the shape.
Alright. What does it mean?
Shape.
Pasty.
I mean, you know when you go to an Italian and you see a calzone on the menu,
Yeah, it looks like a pasty.
it looks like a pasty.
Ah,
So in Italy, they're called calzones.
not pasties.
No, not pasties.
I always thought there was something strange about the Italians. Yeah.
In India, what do you think they're called in India?
Pasties?
No?
Hmm.
What looks like a pasty that comes from India?
What looks like a pasty that comes from India? A samosa.
Yeah, that's right. They're called samosas.
Alright, does that mean pasty in Indian, does it?
Well, it's the shape.
Okay. So they
It's
name their
pasty
food.
shape.
They name their food after a shape.
Yeah.
Right, I'm with you. That's good.
Don't quote me on that, guys, but
This is not QI. you are not.
no, this is Rosie Bowden's facts, which yeah.
Might be slightly different from the truth.
Well, it is true about calzones.
You could be the new Sandy Toxley.
I'm not that clever. Sandy Toxley is way too brainy for me.
Yeah.
I like Sandy Toxley. I think she's fabulous.
I think she'd be great as a gig dinner party guest. You know?
She'd be a wonderful dinner party guest.
Could you imagine having her and Steve Fry?
Oh, absolutely. And Paul O'Grady. Oh, I'd love to have Paul O'Grady here for as a dinner guest. And, oh, obviously, Holly. Holly. Holly Willoughby, guys. If you don't know who she is, look her up on Wikipedia.
Who?
She's so beautiful and she's so...
Yeah.
Oh, she's so
Hello.
lovely. You like Holly, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, I'm just going to put the rest of my potato now in with the Swede.
Sorry, Christopher, you have to do
And then when Christopher's finished with the onion,
which he's just putting into finishing. Look at
he's
the-
done it now, has he?
Look at the job he's doing, isn't it?
Oh, well done, Chris. That's absolutely amazing. That's lovely and small.
That is good stuff, isn't it?
It really is. It's moving across the
Yeah, I
top
know.
there a
It's,
bit.
it's,
We
just,
need a bit of diasem there.
we could do with a bit of time.
And then we need to go back to NRS.
Yeah.
Right, so now I'm going to add all the onion in.
Yeah.
When you put the wine in this then?
No wine this week.
Oh, what should I have a beer then?
I guess there'd be something. I guess there'd be something.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. In fact, it's 5 o'clock in the UK perhaps. isn't it?
It is.
Might be.
So there you go.
So
It might well be.
did you know that the Cornish pasty has actually got a protected status? So
No.
nobody else can
Yes, it
declare that they've made a Cornish pasty Unless it is made to the traditional Cornish pasty recipe
In Cornwall.
and made in Cornwall.
Oh, well,
Protected
okay.
geographical status. that's what it
Okay,
is,
well
isn't it?
we're doing a Cornish pasty to the Cornish pasty recipe, but we're not actually in Cornwall, we're in Devon.
But we've got a Cornishman here,
But we've got a Cornishman, so
born in Trellis.
does that
Hello.
does that count if we've got a Cornishman here?
Mm.
And Truro is a long way.
And sorry, another fact that I will tell you is the pasty used to be taken down the mines by the miners, and they used to have the reason they've got the nice big crimp is so that they could hold on to the pasty by the crimp, and if they had dirty hands from being down the mines, it didn't matter. They ate everything else but left the crimp. Now, what they used to do as well, so that they had dessert with them as well, they used to have half the pasty was meat, savoury, and the other half was usually apple. So they would eat, and it was split in the middle. It was a whole pasty, but it was separated in the middle by a wall of pastry. And you ate your meat one first, and then you went to your dessert. Right, so now we're going to just mix this up together, the potato, the swede and the onion. I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper to it, and I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper to the meat as well.
Oh, you want a bit of seasoning in there.
Got to have some seasoning in a pasty, yes.
Oh, it's very important. I've noticed that a lot of places overdo the pepper in their pasties, and that does tend to get annoying.
Yeah, well we don't overdo ours.
No, nice bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, proper anthem.
So what I've done is I've put all the vegetables in with the meat, and I'm just going to mix it all in, and I'm going to have to go out and wash my hands anyway, guys, aren't I? Because I've just touched the meat again, so... Right, what I've done now... What I've done here, guys, is this is pastry that is already done.
What?
For convenience, it is, I mean, it's nice to have homemade pastry, and I will put a recipe on
But it's such a
someday
fact,
to
isn't
show
it?
you how, but you've got to have really cold hands to make really
And
good
it's all
pastry.
Pretty authentic.
And to be fair, because we use puff pastry, it is a lot easier just to go and buy a block of puff pastry.
Yeah.
It's £1 in some places, $1.25. So we have already bought the pastry, so I'm just going to roll this out, and once it's all rolled out, I should be able to tell you roughly how many pasties you're going to get to this amount of pastry. It all does depend though on the size of your ones. Obviously I am not making them Paul's boot size.
Do you remember this story, or do you remember this happening though? When we picked Christopher up from hospital in West, when he was born in Trellis,
Yeah,
and we were on our way home
yeah,
with Christopher strapped in his car seat in the back.
yeah.
Do you remember going into the little pasty shop in Praise and Beagle and buying a pasty?
I do.
You do. I
I
wondered
do.
if you would.
But do you remember?
The New Inn pasties.
Do
at the
you
New Inn.
remember when we were on our way into the hospital? When I had to go in, and we were on our way into the hospital, and we stopped off at the New Inn at
Crowlers.
Crowlers,
Crowlers, Lutchwood. One or the other. Yeah.
and got a pasty for me to eat in the car on the way there.
Literally, is this all they sell in Cornwall? It's just pasties.
No, they
it's
just
not, but
done
they were
they
really
just done
lovely
such
pasties.
lovely pasties. Right, so
Whose recipe is this then? I know it's a Cornish pasty recipe, but is
This
everyone's
is-
the same? Because you keep
this
saying
is-
how lovely people's
this
pasties
is
are.
yeah, but this is
Surely they're all
this
the
is
same.
basically Paul's mum's recipe, really,
Really,
isn't it?
So it's really Nan Winnie's recipe.
Yeah, but Nan Winnie,
Or
always,
Nan Lee's
Nan
recipe.
Lee and Nan Winnie used to make their own pastry, and when they were alive, believe it or not, I used to be able to do the pastry. I used to be able to.
Nan Lee used to make wonderful pasties. She used to make liver pasties.
But even though people in the family have got the recipe for the pastry, it still never turns out the same as what it did when
No.
they were alive.
No. I wouldn't
Right,
want
so I'm just using a
Small.
Pyrex bowl
Small
upside
Pyrex.
down.
a small pirate bowl.
Yeah, small Pyrex bowl, Paul. I'm not making a great big one tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to
Chuck that
cut,
too then.
just going to cut around. And then there will be some, I can just about get one on there, look at that. Just about.
made the measure that was.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Here's the Mickey.
Oh yes, it's a Mickey, hidden Mickey.
Oh yes, hello Mickey. You're back again. Right, so I'm just going to pop those on there. Now, I will make some slightly bigger.
Good. I was starting to get worried. I thought I'd gone on a diet.
So, I know I said that I was making the smaller ones there, guys, but what I'm going to do is, for the purpose of this video, I am going to make one larger one, which I dare say you want for your tea, Paul.
That would be very nice, thank you.
Right. So, I'll show you that you can make bigger ones. So, what would you like? Would you like one large Pyrex bowl size, or?
No, that's fine as it is. I'll just take it like that.
No, you. So the large Pyrex bowl size. So,
Oh, if I'm on a diet, then yeah, okay.
so I'll cut around there.
So how thick or thin does the pastry have to be
Well,
rolled?
this is a bit thinner to what I usually do it,
I was thinking that. Why have you done it a bit thinner?
because you're supposed to be trying to lose some weight.
Oh.
I'll do some thicker ones in a minute.
Right.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is, right, Christopher, could you please crack an egg into a cup for me? Yeah? So Dad, can you get a cup, please?
I'll go.
Off you go then, Chris.
That's it. Good lad.
Oh, you got to move the mug with him, Paul. You got to move the mug
Well,
with him.
I can't see what he's doing. Okay, ready? Go for it.
Nearly there. Bang it. Bang it. Nearly there. Bang it. Oh. Right, okay.
That went well.
Right. So now we'll get another egg and we'll try again.
Yeah, that went. Yeah, nice.
Hello, Erin. Have you come to say hello?
I'm just
Erin's
trying
come to say hello,
wash my
look, Chris, to
hands a
see what you're doing. She could hear what was going on there.
You
Come
cracked,
in. Come round here, say hello.
you cracked the egg on yourself.
Yeah, all over himself. Right, let's try it again, Christopher, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, so, and I'll clean you up afterwards. Ready? Right, come on then. Right, ready? Right, that's it. Ready? There we go. We'll just take the shell out now, okay? Right. So now what we've got to do,
How have you done? We done
yeah,
it?
we've done it.
Oh, well done.
Erin came in to say hello, look. You've done it, and Erin was there watching.
Oh, well done, Chris.
Right, so let's
Tell you.
do your hand here, Christopher.
Quick costume change for your mum.
That's for Chris.
Well, for Chris, yeah, he does yeah. Yeah. Right, Chris, so how was the cracking experience for you? I'm just looking on the floor down there, there's quite a bit down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that egg will ever see the light of day again, mate.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is, with the egg that Christopher did eventually crack in, I'm just going to add
well
a
done,
little
Chris.
tiny bit of milk. And then Christopher, what I want you to do, my love, oh, I'm running out of space here,
What was that?
is we put that in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want you now to just stir that around. That's it, lovely. Right, thank you. Let go then, thank you. Right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush around the outside of this humongous piece of pastry.
Humongous. How can you call that humongous when it was something like
Grampy,
ridiculously
you
like
can't have a
the
massive.
size of a cow for the
Grampy,
What?
You can't have a massive pasty,
Why?
because else, I don't know.
it'll get too fat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I won't be having quite such a big one then.
Right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to pop the meat
Yeah.
mixture down through the middle of the pasty.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mind admitting this, I am not very good at crimping. So Paul is going to do the crimping on this
See if I can
one.
remember how to do it. It's a long time.
So
There's
you
nothing crimping,
put you put your meat and vegetable mixture across the middle.
Right.
Now, just do my hand again a minute because I'm just going to put a little bit more black pepper across the top of that meat.
And a little bit of salt. Just across
You
the
don't
top.
need no more salt.
Oh,
You've
you're
got
right.
enough salt in the
Low
vegetables.
sodium, yes, I know.
Just some more black pepper across the top.
Right.
And I'm going to move out the way while Paul just comes and crimps the edges.
Right, okay. So we're going to do
So I'll stay here with you.
the
Paul.
traditional Cornish crimp. I hope this works okay because it's a long time since I've done any crimping, you know. Right. So it's pinch and fold, pinch and fold, pinch and fold, pinch and fold, oh, pinch and fold. Oh, this pastry's gone a bit warm, unfortunately, and it's not crimping very well.
It'll be fine, just keep doing it as you are, pinch and fold.
Pinch and fold, 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 pinch and fold. Oh, this looks like a right dog's dinner.
It'll be fine.
But
There you
anyway,
go, right, thank you.
hang on. Yeah, that'll do because.
Thank you.
Yep, that's good.
Thank you. We've got all the others to do yet, Paul, so let me get on with that one a minute. So I'm just going to put some greaseproof
Lovely.
paper on the baking trays.
I'll do that.
Good, because it's yours.
But
So I'm just going to put some greaseproof on the baking trays. Going to pick it up. It is because it's warm today. It's very warm today. I'm going to pop that on there. And now, Christopher, what we're going to do is I'm going to pop that on your. Oh, let me move this because I'm going to pop this on your lap. Okay. And then what I need you to do, my love, is take the brush,
yep, you got
and you're just going to brush over the top of the pasty for me. Okay. That's it. Well done. Do you need a bit more on there?
yeah,
There you go. All right,
just
there
like
we
a what, my
go.
love?
An eye? Looks like an eye, does it? All right. Right, there you go. We'll put that back in there. And now what we
Put
do,
the brush down, Chris.
now what we do
Right, there we go.
is we just get our knife and we just do 3 little holes across there. Right, so a pasty this size, guys, is going to go into the oven on 200 degrees centigrade, that's 400 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 6, for about 20 minutes. And then you're going to turn the oven down and then you're going to do it on 180 degrees centigrade, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 4, for about another 25 to 30 minutes. It's just really until all the meat is cooked and the veg is nice and tender.
And it'll be a nice golden brown colour.
And it will be a nice golden brown colour.
Textured like so.
So let's pop this in the oven now. Oops.
You're right there, my lover.
There we go.
There we go. Go in and cook my beauty.
Right, guys, and there you are, one Cornish based pasty. Done to a Cornish recipe, but baked in Devon. Okay, everyone, so that was our session, or our show for today. That was it. I think a lot of people are going to be thinking, thank God for that. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank
and remember, if you liked us, please give us a thumbs up on Facebook and subscribe or follow us on YouTube. And we look forward to seeing you again next week. And all it leaves us to say now is it's from Paul, it's
Cheerio, me handsomes.
from Handsome Chris, it's what?
Who?
Oh, cheerio.
Oh, cheerio.
Ah, see, they get the cheerio from me, and it's a cheerio from me as well, everybody. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.